Silencers, it's me, Silence the Killer here, back with another video over makeup stuff. So in celebration of October, I have decided to do a video for a creepypasta tutorial. As every week goes by, every weekend I shall do a new makeup tutorial on a different creepypasta. This week or weekend, I decided to do Clockwork. I'm pretty sure most of you know that I did a video of a creepypasta Clockwork cosplay of sorts way back when. A few of you commented on saying you guys wanted a tutorial on doing this makeup or this stuff. Now, I wasn't quite sure whether to do one. I mean, I was just beginning YouTube, so I don't know. So I decided, why not do it for Halloween instead? And this time, I would do it a whole lot better, as you can tell. So, if you want to know how to do this fabulous clockwork work, stay tuned because what you'll see in the video. Get ready to watch me fail and watch me make fun of myself as I process through this video. See ya afterwards. Alright, so here we are, clean face, and here we go to the first Halloween tutorial for Creepypasta Clockwork. First things first, you're going to cover up your evil red bumps on your face, which are called pimples. If you watched from the previous video, I do this first because I'm weird. Alright, so that's taken care of. Now let's get to a different step. So now what you're going to do is put some lighter powder or face powder on your face to make it look a little bit more palish, whatever. From what I've seen on Clockwork, she is very pale or has a very lighter skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this lighter face stuff that I have. Plus I'm going to use some white face powder, just a teensy bit to not make it look I'm completely white, but pretty pale. This is the very light stuff I have. This is the lightest I can get. It's not even mine, it's my mother's. So get your brush and just go for it, and don't sniff the stuff. Now for a little bit of the white face powder. You're just gonna just take just a teensy bit and just powder your face. Just a little bit, not too much. Now on to the next step, which is doing eye makeup-ish. Now Clockwork only has one eye that shall have makeup, and that will be the right eye. The right eye will have makeup since her left eye, she's got a freaking clock in it. So we're just gonna do some easy peasy makeup on it. Let's just get started. What I like to do first is eyeliner because I suck at eyeliner. So just do your eyeliner as so. If you have a way of doing your eyeliner, then do that. I'm gonna do my eyeliner the way I do it because that's the only thing I can do. There you go. I actually did it properly this time. Achievement! Now that's done and over with. Oops. This time I won't forget. You're gonna do your under eyeliner next, or water line. There you go. Gonna grab your pencil-ish eyeliner. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, so that's taken care of. Eyeliner is complete. Now we can get onto the eyeshadow. So for Clockwork, I'm not going to do a super dramatic, very elegant eyeshadow. I'm going to stick with a nice little, oh, something fell out there. I'm going to do a nice dark brown-ish color. Kind of go natural because I feel like she's more on the natural side with makeup, even though I don't really see her with makeup and all those art stuff when you search it up. Let's get the eyeshadow on there. Let me find my amazing brushes. Let's get back to another fabulous up-close shot of my very unmakeupified face, whatever. So take the brown or a dark brown color, whatever you have. If you have the same palette as me, great. Just use that color I'm using. And use an eyeshadow brush, whatever you use. I mean, if you don't have it, then use your finger or, I don't know, Q-tip, I don't know. You do you. Using a different brush now. Now I'm going to be using a different color too. I might go back to this gray one or this the darker gray color for a little bit in the center of the eye. So for the outer corner, I'm going to be using the one I've been using, which is a lighter, very light brown. It goes with all the colors, so I'm just going to use it. And now I'm going to use a little bit of the dark gray color that I love so much and I use every day. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another eyeliner layer because I've kind of started changing my mind on doing my eyeliner. So after I put on my eyeshadow, I put just another coat over it. Like I'm not putting anything new on, just applying a new coat on it. Alright, there we go. Now that looks a whole lot better. Now I'm going to do the smudging under my eye because let's give Clockwork a little bit dramatic in her. Just a little. So what I'm going to use is the black, obviously. Take a little of that and just apply it under there. Let's get even more closer because who loves such an up close look of an eye? And there we go. That eye is now complete. Well, no, correction. It's not complete because we forgot to do an important step, which is eyebrows. Duh. So for eyebrows, if you have a certain technique for your eyebrows, do that. But I'm just gonna do just a little filling in like I always do because I feel like my eyebrows are not complete near the inner corners. Now I'm gonna put some mascara on just so I can have some more eyelashes because it's Clockwork and she's very pretty, even though she's got a clock in her eye, but that makes her even more hot. I mean, come on. Now let's get on to some of the cool, gory stuff. Yay! Now that eye is done and complete, now we can move on to the second eye, which shall be the clock eye. So I made a previous video on my YouTube channel of a Clockwork cosplay, and what I used for my Clockwork eye was this paper clock eye that I just taped onto my eye, and that didn't really work out at all. So for this time, I actually took a step up from that, from paper. Instead, I did an actual like eye patch sort of thing that I will be attaching onto my eye. It's pretty big, but I'm just going to do it like that. Let's just get started. Now, I will say this, I'm still learning the ways of liquid latex, and this might take a couple of tries. Let's just go for it, I guess. Have fun with some liquid latex. Now, once I get the clock on my eye, then we can mess with the eyebrow later. But let's just get some liquid latex, shake it up. Whenever I use liquid latex, I always think it looks like, oh my goodness gracious. Now when I made this, I used a makeup pouch or whatever that was in one of my face powder things, since I didn't use it. And I just cut it up and put some liquid latex on it to make it smooth and painted it. In advance, you might want to grab yourself a towel or have some paper towels lying around, and so you won't mess up your clothes or costume. Alright, let's actually get started on this. We're going to take a sponge or one of these wedge sponges. You can find them at Walmart or Target. We're going to be placing them on the left eye, so I would put it a little bit below your eyebrow because you don't want to pluck some hairs out from there. Probably right there. That's where my liquid latex line shall be. And just dip your sponge wedge into your liquid latex and start applying around your eye. Now you're probably going to be doing more than one layer, so you kind of be prepared. Oh god. So kind of be prepared for that. Just kind of lay it on there, and then find your sponge again, dip it in there and get your corners. Oh god, don't get in your eye, because that won't be very comfortable. I think one layer can get you pretty stuck on there. I mean, it ain't very comfortable, but I mean, how's it gonna be comfortable if you got a clock in your eye? Oh, Clockwork can do it. Please don't put a clock in your eye. That's very wrong. Now that's kind of attached down there of sorts. You can't really see my eyebrows, so we might have to add some eyebrow on there. Let's start adding some skin right there, or at least some roughy skin right there. That looks like she just shoved it into her eye. So you're gonna take some tissue and you're just gonna tear that apart. Tear apart. You're gonna do layers around your eye, not on the clock, but just around your eye. All right, I switched cameras because my other camera died. So sorry if the quality is a little bit different. This is one of my first cameras I ever received, and I haven't used it. Let's get back to what we were doing. For the next step, we're gonna be taking some tissue paper, cut it up in some layers, and just kind of place it around the bottom of your clock eye, so it looks like you actually just shoved it in your face. Take some strips of tissue paper and some liquid latex, your clock eye. And it's alright, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it's just teared up skin. Add some more liquid latex onto it, make it stick. To make it look more like a skin, you can just kind of push it up just a teensy bit. Take some more layers and just keep piling on. I say about maybe 3 to 4 layers will do it good. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to look bad. So don't worry. It's supposed to look bad. And I mean, this is my first time doing this, so yeah. So we're just going to let that dry just a teensy bit. I mean, it doesn't take that much for it to dry. And I believe that's a good amount of liquid latex on there. Might get a little bit more in the inner corner, just a teensy bit. You know, just kind of push it up, kind of scratch it with your nail. Don't actually scratch your skin, because that will hurt. And don't hurt yourself, because it's supposed to be all fun and fake. If you do get liquid latex in your eyebrows or in your hair, all you have to do is take some warm water and some soap and saturate it. It'll eventually clump up and you can brush it out or pull it out. Alright, so that should be good enough. It should be all dry and all ripped up. Get a little bit of that out of the way. And there you go. There's your clock eye in the making. So now what we're going to do is make it look very injured or very gross looking. What I'm going to start off with is this injury stack of sorts. I'm going to take this red color on top. Here we have our little brush that we're going to be using to make our eye look terrible. Just take a look at your brush, use it in this very red, dark reddish brown color. Looks like blood, it's bad stuff, and just pat it around there. You're going to be blending some of this, so don't worry about messing up. Now I probably should have put a little bit of skin color powder, so I'm going to take this big thing of face powder and take a little brush. So I'm going to take this size of a brush and use it around my eye, just around the corner. That way it looks a little bit more like skin. Keep doing the red stuff around your eye. Just especially in the inner corner where it looks a little bit, to make it look more irritated. Paint the edge of the clock to make it look bloody. Make sure you don't see any white or any the yellow liquid latex around there. If you do see it, use either the face powder or the red stuff. Alright, so that's taken care of. Maybe just put this one more in the corner. Alright, now I'm done. So now what I like to use is this bloody scab. Add some scabbiness to it, some little bit of blood, because why not? I like to use a little wooden stick or like a little spatula to use it, because this stuff is not like liquidy, it's more like scoop it out, Vaseline stuff, I don't know. Just gonna plot around the corners of your eye, it'll kind of bring it out a little bit more. You just make a blotch, just make it blotchy, or just in patches around some areas. I mean, you don't really need a whole lot. Now we got that eye sort of scabbed up now. Let's get this eyebrow kind of filled in or extended. So now we get to the next liquid latex part, which is her stitched mouth. Get some more tissue paper and cut some strips up and just go from there. So I think about right there, kind of towards the outer corner. Get your liquid latex and not that. Just start going from there. Just add some liquid latex there and add your little strip of tissue paper or Kleenex, whatever you want to use. You're going to want to do the same thing on the other side, so while that's drying, you can just get started on the other side. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it's just little teared skin that she just stitched up. I think you're going to have to, about maybe not two, I'd say about 3 to 4 layers of liquid latex on there if you want to get some good stitches in it. Alright, I think that's 5 layers, 4 or 5 layers, maybe 6. I kind of lost count. It's really hard to talk. What we're going to be doing next is grab your face powder and just blot it over to make it look more like skin. And we will be adding some blood effects or scratch effects on there. Actually, before I do anything, you're going to be cutting this open. So you're going to take your scissors and be very, very careful at cutting these open, because you could accidentally cut your lip on. So what you're going to do is peel back a little bit, take some scissors, and just start cutting it open just a little bit. You can just leave that open. I mean, you're going to be stitching them closed, so I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid latex in there just to make sure they at least stick in there, not too open. We don't want to look like Jeff the Killer too much. Do the same for the other side too. Now that this is kind of drying out, take some face powder or your skin color face powder and start dabbing it around. I'd take a little bit of a darker color if I were you. I mean, it's not going to be like super perfect, but the way we're going to cover it up is add like the bloody stuff. You're going to take that red stuff that we used before for the eye and start filling in the cut up section. So now what you're going to be using is that the scab blood stuff that we used for the eye. Just fill it in. That's taken care of. Now we can get on to the fun part, stitching. Okay, so I kind of failed this other side, so I'm just thinking about just cutting and taping some string right there. That's probably what I'm going to do, use some liquid latex to cut it. So let's do it that instead. What I'm going to do is take some thread and take some of the bloody scab stuff and kind of place it on there, because this stuff works as a sticky thing to use. It's not going to show up the best, but it's there. Okay, so this way is working a lot better. So now I'm going to do an X way to do an X sort of shape, because that's what it looks like on Clockwork, and I'm probably going to fix this area too by doing the same and getting that other thread out there and just fixing it all up. Alright, I got that fixed now, so this is what the results are. Oops. So, as you can tell, it isn't the best job, but this is the better side. So just lay like 2 layers of string or thread and just pile them on each other and use the scab stuff to cover it to make it look like you actually just punctured it. And this side's alright, I guess. I mean, you got your good side and you got your bad side. So now, all we have to do is clean up and put on our clothes. So let's get back to that. For Clockwork's costume, I found an old white tank top that I had and splattered some fake blood all over it. For the jacket, Clockwork wears a light blue grayish jacket with fur on it, and then I decided to wear black ripped up skinny jeans with it. Well, that is it for the Creepypasta Clockwork costume cosplay idea, or I don't know. So if you're looking into this look for Halloween, or if you plan on doing this costume or cosplay for Halloween, let me know in the comments and see if you got any ideas or tips from this video. You know, leave a like, all that funny, weird stuff on YouTube. Stay tuned for another video next week. I plan on doing more videos like this in the future, or for the rest of this month, more Halloween creepypasta ideas, since that it is October. Happy October 1st, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all silencers in the next video. Bye-bye!